Hey, welcome back. Got some announcements today. I'm not going to be doing bourbon right now, but I'm changing the channel up because of many factors in life. But, with a lot of things going on at work, I've been trying to just put out content when I can. So I figured I needed more structure. And if we're going to do this right, we may as well put on our big boy pants and get it done. So I'm going to be adding some structure and I'm going to be adding some series that are going to be regularly scheduled so that you will be able to set your calendar, and know when these things are going to come out. But I'll get into it more right after this. All right. Look, I've been doing some brainstorming. I'm a professional at work. We run on schedules. I figured, hey, let's just incorporate some of that in here to this channel and let's get it structured. So basically what I've come up with is I'm going to have 3 new series and they're going to come out and I will get into the schedule later. But right now, let's talk about the first one. And I'm going to put up the thumbnails here on the screen. So the first one is going to be called the Bourbon Burner series. So there's the thumbnail. All right. So anytime you see that, and it'll have a little content in the blank space. I'll get into what they are just shortly. So the next series is going to be called the Bourbon Blind series. And this is that thumbnail. And again, there will be other content in the blank space. All right. And the third series is going to be called the Bourbon Bar Fight. And this is that thumbnail. All right. Now let's get into what they are. Okay. I've been looking back through analytics on YouTube, trying to see which videos are more popular, which ones are people watching, which ones are being shared out. And I looked at the top 5 videos, and aside from just selling out and bringing you like just the top name bourbons, one of the top videos was the bourbon glazed wings. And so I like to cook, and I cook with all kinds of meat, so what I'm going to be doing in that series is taking things like bratwurst, chicken, lamb, beef, pork, and other sausage types, and I'm going to be either marinating them or cooking with bourbon. There's going to be some kind of bourbon twist, and I'm always going to try to have a control and then the one that I experimented on, okay? And for this, I'm really planning on using McAfee's Benchmark, which is a base bourbon from Buffalo Trace Distillery, because it's under $10 for 750 milliliters. So I'll be able to go out and pick up several of those and then use them in that series. I believe the first one's going to be brats, but I haven't completely 100% decided yet, but we'll see. Now, the Bourbon Blind series, this is going to be all about blind flights, even single blinds, head-to-heads, but it's about me not knowing and not being influenced by the bottle, the name, the distillery, and just here it is, right? And let's just dissect the liquid we have in the glass. And I'll be twisting that around a little bit. Excuse me. Now, the Bourbon Bar Fight, that's going to be more of a fun event. But it's, we'll talk about the schedule here in a minute, but it's not going to be as frequent as the others. What I put down here as my notes is let's get rowdy, from 1-to-1 matchups to full-on melees. I will be comparing and contrasting some of your favorite bourbons like never before. So that is going to be, let's get into the schedule. Bourbon Burner series and all of these times are Eastern, so 6 p.m. Eastern, either Eastern date time, Eastern Standard Time, depending on but it'll be 6 p.m. Eastern. On Mondays is going to be the Bourbon Burner. So I'll have you a new Bourbon Burner video every Monday. Then on Thursday at 6 p.m., I'm going to release either a regular video, a bonus video, or which is typically going to be like hey, here's a new bourbon I haven't tried before, or I haven't reviewed for you before. Let's get into that. But the first Thursday of every month, which I believe is in 2 weeks from now, I think so, roughly, is going to be the bourbon bar fight. And that's, I'm still working kind of on the structure of that, but we'll get it, I'll get it worked out very soon. And then Saturday at 6 p.m., I'll release or post the Bourbon Blind series. Now, of course, I'm going to be bringing you the regular reviews. And like I said, that'll be on the Thursdays. That's not the bar fight Thursday. I may release a little more content, but I'm not promising anything outside of these 3 posts a week. Okay. Of course, I'm still going to record most of my content in VR180. So if you have the visors, it looks like you're sitting right here. The good thing about the Bourbon Burner series is I'm planning on getting out of this studio. I will probably kick it off here, but I will take you to the kitchen. I will take you to the Traeger grill outside, set up the tripod. This is all on battery wireless, right? I can take, and I use this little Zoom recorder. I can throw this in my pocket and I can still have my lavalier mic on. It's recording, that's recording, and I sync the audio up with the video when I'm done. And that brings me to the last point. Why am I changing the structure on this? Well, historically, and I've only started this channel back in February, so I haven't even been doing this a year yet. But, and it's trial and error. You figure things out as you go along. But what I've done is I've tried to record, stitch, edit, post, all in the same day. And it's just not working. It takes way too many hours, and YouTube is way too unpredictable of the processing time on a VR180, fully immersive video. Sometimes they'll be ready to go live in 3 hours, sometimes 2.5, sometimes 6. And the time of the video, like I've tried to make rhyme or reason out of it. Like there was a 9-minute video that took 5.5 hours, and I had a almost 13-minute video. Was ready in 3 hours and like 20 minutes or something. So I don't know. It depends on how busy YouTube is and all of that. So what I'm going to be doing is recording the content, getting it ready, and scheduling it to go live. So that way I'll be able to record. Now, you won't be getting it the same day I record it, but it's not live anyway, So I'm still planning on some live events, but most of the time when I do a live, it's not my live. I'm joining someone else. I'm a guest. But I may from time to time still have a live event. I'm not paying for StreamYard. I'm using the free version. You only get so many hours or whatever. I'm really not set up for live stream. When I created this channel, it was VR180. That was the goal. So, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on that stuff. Now, I did post a pic not too long ago, and I did pick up Old Forester Bottled in Bond, the 1897. I picked up Davies County and a Widow Jane. This is New York. I've heard really good things about Widow Jane, and I've tried Widow Jane before, but it was in a bourbon bar, and I just had a snifter of it. So, but I was having all kinds of other things as well. But those are 3 that will be upcoming on different Thursdays. But, we'll see how that goes. So with that, that's about all I have for this. So look for new videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday from here on out. As always, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell down there for notifications. Share me out. And, of course, I promise I'm going to keep bringing you these videos.